Howdy. Look who's back. Been 15 years. It's now Jay Kell. Timber removal and log marketing. And we have work lined up. My first job is a pine job for a friend. Got a clear cut around this house. We're gonna get rid of the pine. See what we can get out of it. Help this guy out. Dry his land up a little bit. First tree, I've cut trees over the last 15 years, but this is my actual first contract job since I hobbled out of the woods a long time ago. We're back. Hopefully healthy. People think I'm crazy. Jesus, Jay, you turned 57. You don't need this shit. You get your money every month whether you work or not. You're retired. Retirement fucking sucks, folks. I've sat around 15 years, so long enough. That's what I'm going to die doing. This is what we do. I'm going to die cutting trees. Not in the woods. Hopefully of old age. It'll chilly out here. We got some snow. We're in western New York. About an hour and a half south of Buffalo if you don't stop and piss, maybe 2 hours. We're going to get on this tree here. I got a little yellow thing here. The first guy that trained me logging, many 30-some years ago, taught the game of logging. I never got the certificate, and that sucks. I want to get it. I feel kind of stupid going, because I could probably teach the class. But I would still like to get the certificate for the game of logging. But I could probably, again, teach the class. But I'm going to do a few things. Got a web page, my wife and my secretary start, my niece. And we're going to just do videos of certain things, what goes on, how it works. And I melted my frickin' helmet. See that shit? That close to the heater. Little wart with my head. Anyway, so I'm going to show videos, certain cuts, certain things people can use just on their own land. So you don't have to call somebody to come in and do it. A lot of this shit's easy to do if somebody shows you how to do it right. But anyway, game of log, and you want to get a t-shirt, you got to drop the stake. So we're going to see if I get a t-shirt. We pinned this out here. And then if I drive this in to hit this with the tree when it falls, that means I get a t-shirt in the game of logging. I've gotten a lot of t-shirts, but I've never done it at the game of logging. Sometimes I get lucky and I pound her right in. Or I'm pretty close, but it's a lot more to it than what it looks like. But what you get to doing it, it's just nothing. It's dumb shit that'll get you. Here we go. Let's post this and let's get this video going. Gotta have a branch, something like that. We'll stick this little baby on it. You probably won't see this. I'll have to show it to you after we do it. Back. Let me show you. Prove that it's out there, see it? See the yellow thing? Hello. I gotta hit that. Let's put this right here. Maybe you can watch. Let's see how close I get. Put it back here. You can watch a little bit of the tree cutting. Well, you're gonna be right in my way here, but I'll do it just because I want to do this video for you. All right, let's see what I can do here. 15 years, folks. Here we go. First tree, first job. Grandkids, do not try this at home. The other one in heavy equipment class. I hear your grades are good, and that's good. Boy, the ground is soft up here still. Holy shit. See? Never gonna get this stupid video going. Sorry about this, but here we go. That's the best I'm gonna get you. All right. It's a windy day out. It's a good training day. You got to cut when the wind's blowing. You can't go home. You got to play the wind. You got to let it go, and then let it go, and then release it on the upside. There's ways to cut in the wind. Into the bell. It's a 562. It's smaller than my normal cutting saw. But if it works good, I'm going to use it because it's lighter. Easier on the arm. Now you got a center board. That thing's dogging right in. I'll show you why. Most loggers do it. Time for a wedge. On this, you got a raker. You got your tooth and your raker. You take that raker down, that saw grab. It'll grab so bad. And if you get it too low and it grabs, all you got to do is just go back and resharpen it. Take some more off the tooth. Because this thing's too low and it's letting your tooth bite too much. That's why you take the same amount of strokes. I don't care if it's 6 on this tooth, 6 on the other tooth. 2 strokes on the raker, 2. Everything is exactly the same. Do not sharpen one side of the chain. Because that fucker will cut crooked because your tooth is bigger here and smaller. Smaller side is going to cut faster and pull you. Always do the same exact strokes on each tooth, raker, tooth, whatever the hell you're sharpening. Back to the tree. I'm going to stick a wedge in this just to hold it. Because it is windy out. You got big wedges, you got little wedges. Big trees, I'm going to use a big wedge. You just got to keep that out of them. $10 fucking, man. You got to keep your saw out of those babies. $30 for a hammer. Can you see me? All right, I'm still here. We're going to drive that baby in there and lock this in. Then I got to board the other side. The only cut I do is a center bore. You come in, center bore it out. Go to the other side, center bore it out. All the tension's out of the middle of the tree. Can't kill you. I don't care. This tree will sit here until it rots off in the back. I'll have a little hinge back here, a little chunk holding it. Stick the wedges in it. It's a center bore. Game of logging, I think OSHA, that's the only way you cut for OSHA. I don't know. Around here, that's the only. You do any other different, you get your ass ripped up. And they come right out in the woods, insurance companies, they watch you. You don't even know they're in the woods. They'll write your ass up. They check your goddamn saw over, your equipment over. Yeah, they actually do. They do inspections around here. People have been caught with their pants down, and it's an ugly fine. You don't want OSHA up your fucking ass. You want to keep your shit clean and keep your good equipment. Let's stick this wedge in. So you can tell when that baby's pop, bang, that's as far as it's going to go right now. You got to come to the bottom side. Too wide, can't get up. Oh, we got a 20-inch bar. I get a 24-inch bar, I'd drive through these. That big job we got going on here after hunting season, that's going to require a 24-inch bar. All right, we'll go over here and work on this side. Hinge is set. Got about that thick. A little thicker on that side because I'm just going to pull this way. You want a little bit more meat holding it. Going to double wedge this side. We're going to release this sucker. Got to come back a little more. Got to get rid of these branches, eye pokers. Tree can't kill you now. Tension's out of the middle. It's all cut. You can't barber chair on. You can't do nothing. I got all the middle out. Safest cut there is to do in the woods. A lot of guys like to back cut them, doing their quicker, faster. I know. I'm still here 30 years later. Wedges, center bores, get the tension out of the middle. That's what kills you right here when they barber chair. Take your head off, throw it back to behind the skidder. That'll hold that tree for a long time. Get it set up to where you want. I got one wedge in, that's enough. Got her held good, she's tight. Wind's not too bad. I'm gonna come around, I'm just gonna come right through and release it. Hopefully get this phone, see how close I come to that shirt. I don't know oh my God. My knot says I'm to the right just a little bit. But that's all right. We don't need a t-shirt today, it's kind of cold out. Here we go. You never know. That's pretty darn good, eh? Papa J. Noisy son of a bitch off. Let me show you what we did here. Now you can see what I did. See this? That's how it should look. Now you can come to any stump in the woods and tell what the guy did. You get killed out here, they come out and they look at the stump. Good guy in the woods can tell you what he did to get killed. You can see here where I come in, where I notched it, center board in. They're gonna say, yeah, he did it right. He took all the middle out of it. What the hell happened, I wonder? So that ain't the problem. That's a perfect cut. Good hinge. That was a little bit off there, but hell, that's good. You got trim. Man, that's some nice looking spruce. Holy shit. That is nice looking spruce. But anyway, there you go. They look at 25 footers here. Then they can cut 12s, 10s, 8s, whatever they need, cut to their order. But anyway, all right, the video's done, the tree's down. I gotta skin this out. I'll stick out for a minute. I'll show you what we do now. Now what we do, this is a log. I could have had 4 trees. I could have had half a load of logs cut. This is good. You got retractable tape. If this was a cherry tree, you go down and cut the best logs, 10s, 12s, whatever it is, depending on where the branches, knots are. But you wanna come up to the lowest part of the tree, not the highest, because you gotta come off here with your trim. There's 3 inches right there. Come to where it's going to be cut off, because I'll clean that off. You don't have to, but I do. Stick your tape in the end of it. And you got to do this. Is what sucks. You get on the hillside. You got to go. You cut 40-foot trees. You got to go down the hill 40 feet, lay it out. Come back up the tree. Cut the next one. Go down the hill. Back up the hill. Wow. Yeah. It's a long day on the cutter sometimes when it comes to the hills. All right. We're going to go down here and clean this up. See if we can't get a 25 and keep it above. I like to keep it above 10 inches anyways. They won't take anything under 10 inches, I don't think. I like to keep it around 12, but they'll take 10, I think, he said. Here we go. This is a long job. Pine trees, worth nothing hardly, and 900 branches to cut. But you got to do them. Makes good lumber. Why let it die? Get something out of it and let them use it and be productive. Put it on the market, let it Dandy. Good footage in this baby. Don't take many of these to make a load. That video, probably gonna have to crop this a couple times. I don't know if you can run into this long, but we got 25 feet. We got 17 feet. Why we do 17? Again, I told you why we do 25s. They can cut 12s, 10s, and 8s. There was 17 feet on the end. So I made 2 8-foot logs. But I'll keep it at 16. It's easier to load one log. They can cut it to mill. If they can cut 16, they might need a 16-footer. Let them decide. They like to do that. But I bring them. They're all laid out. Now the skidder. Now the operator, the skidder. Close, you son of a bitch. The operator, the skidder. Now they'll back in once I get 4 of these is plenty. Holy shit. I mean, you got 3 or 4 of these would be 1,200 feet. 3 hitches, you'd have a load. But you 3 of these trees is plenty. I mean, if you get 800 feet of hitch on a 440, you're overdoing it probably. I don't know. It's a short skid, only going right to theirs. But anyway, that's what you do. You go down, you make your best logs out of it. Pine, it don't matter. You just cut them. There's knots and everything. All right. Well, hasn't much changed in 15 years. Same thing, cutting trees, cutting tree. Actually, you see me do it one-handed a lot. You don't need 2 hands on it. You can do it one-handed. Let your arm rest. You hold that saw all day. You get confidence in that saw. I'm going to show you something real quick with this saw. You think you got saw control? You think you're good with a saw? If you can't do this, you ain't got saw control, buddy. You backyard guys with cutting wood in your land, you just saw how I cut that tree down. You got a tree you want to cut down? Make the notch, bore it. Leave your hinge. Leave your hinge on the front. After you notch it, you center bore in. Bore back about 3 or 4 inches and then work your way up and set your hinge up. Don't come in and try to set your hinge up on your bore in. You're going to fuck it up. Go back about 4, come around like I do. Come around the back 4 inches, bore that thing in there, work your way in, all the way in. If it's too big, go to the other side. Bore in, go back 4 and work your way up. Set your hinge up. I'd say they don't want to, you ain't going to have more than an inch, inch and a half on a hardwood tree with your wedges. But on a pine, you know, if you're nervous, 2 inches. Go 2-inch hinge on it. And get the middle out, cut it, get your wedge. If the thing's leaning this way, bore that side first. Whatever side it's leaning. If it's leaning down the hill, you want to bore that side, cut it out, and get your hinge in and get it stuck in there. Maybe 2 wedges, or your wedge, I'm sorry. Always bore the leaning side first. Whatever way it wants to lean, you bore in that side, cut it, and get the wedge stuck in there and get that tree held. Then you work the other side, come around, and you can release it from the upper side. And it's not coming toward you. You're releasing from the upside of the tree where it wants to lean. But the wedge should hold it and go wherever the notch is. We'll do some more, but I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you saw control. Probably ain't got it. It takes a little bit of practice, but this is when you know you have saw control. Game of log, this is like the end of it. You should be able to do this. It's called, you got to be able to bore right into it, that tree. Stick your saw right through it without jumping up and down and zigging it, having control, knowing the tip. This is what kills you. This is what tears you up. You get this tip, this part of the tip, in the wrong spot, baby, and it's coming back. You see it jump back at me down there? You see that brake come on? That's why you keep you hold a saw like this. That brake's there for a freaking reason. That saw come back, wham, every time. It might come back whacking in the head, but it ain't spinning. Keep your hand up here where it's supposed to be. And every time that saw kicks back, it's there. Trust me. Just put faith in me. Keep your hand up here, not down here when you're sawing. That saw kicks back, you're done. Just ask people. All right, let's go down. I'm going to get close to this. I hope I can do this. You guys want to practice? This is when you get talking. Go down a shitty tree, please. Not a good money tree. Just dead tree. Just got to bore through it without looking stupid. Always start up in here, not up here. Come down and bore in. That's the control. Here we go. That's what I do. All the time. Bam, there you go. I ain't got a 3/4 of an inch on each side of that saw, but I never broke plane on either end. Saw control. Hang on to that saw. Know the tip. The tip is what hurts you. Start with the bottom. You can use the top. Certain situations, bucking, hitches up, coming up too. Certain times you go to the top of the saw. You better know what you're doing. You better hang on to something. All right, I'm out of here. Hope I probably break this video up in a couple videos. But maybe you learned something today. I'm going to do a spring pull. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. We're going to get busy. I'm not going to be wasting my time doing this shit. But I had to come up today, and I'm going to get whacking. I'm going to cut a load real quick. I cut 8 trees. That'd be damn near a load. And I got to whack up a couple chunks of firewood. It'll be good. Jay Kell out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Try to learn. If you got questions, call me. Stop by my house. I'll come out and show you. Stay alive. Don't be scared, in the words. Be knowledgeable. We'll be back at you.